Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. I had a run-in with the coffee machine yesterday. I had my monthly blood test, and quite often when we come back from the monthly blood test, which is at 10:30 in the morning, we stop at the boulangerie and get pain au chocolat and croissant. So yesterday morning we stopped and bought pain au chocolat and croissant. I had a coffee before I left, and then when we came back, it was about, I don't know, about 11 o'clock. I had a large coffee because I knew that I didn't need to go out, so I don't have to worry about needing the toilet. So I had a large coffee and the pain au chocolat, which was fine. I hadn't really slept very well overnight, so I decided at about, I don't know, about 1 o'clock to go back to bed and try and have a short sleep. That didn't work. I laid there for half an hour, couldn't get to sleep. And when I sat up to get dressed again, I felt really tearful and quite sad and had no idea what that was about. I just felt really, I don't know, just sad. And I got dressed, come down, and then I realised that what I'd done, and I've realised this morning that my large coffee is, because I pressed for 2 cups, and because of the button I'm pressing, it's probably not just a double, it's probably a quadruple shot. And along with the pain au chocolat, it created a massive spike, caffeine and sugar spike, that eventually, you know, goes whoosh. And I think that's what happened. It was, oh God, it was just, it really put me off yesterday. I didn't have any more coffee. I got decaf, but I couldn't face any decaf. And we didn't have I normally cook a main meal at midday, but we'd had croissant and pain au chocolat at 11, and I didn't cook anything until after 5 because I just couldn't face anything. So yeah, so I was a bit concerned. I thought, oh God, my lovely coffee machine, is it going to put me off forever? And it hasn't. I've just had a really nice coffee. But I realised that we're pushing the buttons on the right, and the buttons on the right are doubles. So a single is a double, a single cup. So I need to shift and start serving myself singles and see how that goes. It was nice while it lasted. It is lovely. It's lovely not to have to do all the measuring out and tamping and then trying to fix it into the machine. It's really nice not having to do that. So we've been very quiet. It's just gone 9 o'clock. It's still -3 outside. Yesterday afternoon I sat out, and it was 18 out there. I can't believe that was the correct temperature, but it was 18, and I sat out. I took a blanket out with me to put around my shoulders, sat in the sun, moved myself so that I had the water butt beside me to shield me from there was a bit of a breeze coming from the east, which you could still feel was quite cool. And sat out there for half an hour and got some vitamin D, and that was lovely. And I think it's going to be this. I haven't looked yet, but I think it's going to be as hot today. It's I'm just going to say it must be that time of year, but it's February. I don't think it is that time of year. Well, it is that time of year. It's February, but I'm not sure whether the temperatures are correct for this time of year. It's the best time for the grooves going back, but I've not seen. I saw a few the other day, as you saw me mention that I on the blog, but I haven't seen any since. They tend to be around at certain times of the day. I think 4 o'clock is probably a good time to be out there to look for them, if I remember. But we're going out this afternoon to pick up some kombucha and some organic stuff from Leclerc in Chauvigny. so probably won't be here at 4 o'clock. What else is there? We're watching an English, I don't know what you do. I don't think you'd call it a thriller. It's certainly fast paced. It's a and it includes murder. That's not thriller. What is it? It's a police series. It's called Happy Valley, and the final episode was on a week ago Sunday, I think, and we've been watching it for several weeks because I think there's 6 episodes in each series, and this was season 3 that we watched, and we had watched season 2, and I think we'd watched bits of season 1, but couldn't remember season 1, and I don't remember how we first started watching, because quite often I don't watch something that Mark's watching and then I might catch something sort of passively and think, oh, actually I will watch that with him. So we were watching that, and what we've done is we've bought the series 1 and series 2 on disc, and we've been watching series 1 again, and we've just reached a point that where we remember the episodes, but it's really quite very fast, quite frightening in a way. The lead male protagonist is a psychopath, and last night I was dreaming that he was in the house. I wasn't scared, I was just pissed off that there was somebody in the house, so if I wanted to get up for the loo, he was in the house. So that was in my head last night, dreaming, because we sat and watched 2 episodes yesterday evening. I'll see how that goes, and if I keep dreaming about him being in the house, we might have to switch watching that earlier in the day. But it's really good. It's a really good series, and I'm pleased we're rewatching it. I also watching the pottery throwdown. I'm really enjoying that. Quite often when I watch things like that, like Bake Off or Sewing Bee, I normally end up with a favourite contestant, a couple of contestants that are favourites. And I said to Joe the other day, there isn't one that I feel anything towards, but I think I would like Caitlin to win, so I have found someone that I quite like their personality and I like what they're making. So we'll see what happens there. I do like those sort of programmes. Otherwise, don't really watch TV. Oh, and we're watching Warship Tour of Duty, which is the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier. That's quite interesting. Well, very interesting. So I enjoy watching that. We always watch those Warship Tour of Duty programmes, and that's it. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I'm gonna go back to my game, playing on my own now. It's so nice not feeling pressured to be doing something or having to join in a conversation, or it's really nice just playing at my pace, doing what I'm wanting to do, and keeping my head down. Okay, have a nice Valentine's Day. I hope that you get some flowers if that's what you want, or some cards, or some chocolates. I think that I will buy us some flowers when we're out, so that we can both enjoy them to look at. But other than that, we don't do Valentine's Day. Have a nice day.